Hi everyone, my name's Ayesha. I'm the Chief Executive of UVA UK. Here at UVA UK, we're proud to be supporting National Mental Health Week. Mental health is a really complex subject, and I don't think there's ever a one-size-fits-all approach to supporting people with mental health issues because everybody's different and everybody's struggles and pains and anxieties are different and unique to them. But there are things that I think we can all do to help support our mental health. One of the big things for me is to talk. I always find when I talk to people, trusted people, who don't necessarily want to voice an opinion or want to instill their will upon you, that it really helps. It's almost that art of articulating what the issue is, what the concern is, takes its power away almost. So I guess that would be my first tip. Speak to somebody. It could be the Samaritans. It could be a counsellor, it can be a therapist, it can be your best friend, it can be somebody at work, it can be anybody, but talk to somebody and take the power away from whatever the issue is. Because I guarantee once you articulate it, you take the power away. I think one of the other things that we really need to get very good at is identifying really early on when we're starting to struggle. So what are the triggers for you? We all have them. It can be money, it can be weight, it can be financial instability within the markets, it can be relationship issues, it can be children, it can be anything. We all are unique and complex beings who all have our individual triggers. I know what mine are. And so when I feel that trigger is coming into play, I can recognise it and then reframe it. So somebody I spoke to not so long ago who'd got some struggles and they had what I call catastrophised the issue. So there was an issue and then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's what happens when we're in our own world and we're not talking to other people about what's concerning us. And one of the first things I said to them was, where's the evidence? Where's the evidence to support the things you're thinking? And as soon as you make that switch to where's the evidence to support this, 9 times out of 10, there will be no evidence. Or the evidence will be historic. So it could be at some point in time, somebody said something to you and you believed that. But that's just somebody's opinion at a moment in time that probably has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. So remember that. I think self-care is a word that's bandied around an awful lot at the moment, but self-care is really important. I'm never happier than when I'm sat in a bubble bath with magazines and a glass of wine. That's my time, just to escape from the world a little bit. So find out what yours is. It could be a walk in the park. It could be reading a book to escape to a different world. That's one of the things I'm really encouraging our children to do at the moment, is to read and to escape to a world full of possibilities. It could be YouTube, it could be a podcast, it could be anything that really makes you feel happy and joyful, or at least makes you stop and think and get out of the frame of mind that you're currently in. Finally, and I think this is a really challenging one to talk about, is when to seek help. Now, seeking help is not when you're necessarily in crisis. I believe everybody can benefit from seeking help from some kind of therapist, counsellor, support worker, be that from a CBT, NLP perspective, or be that from a more spiritual advisor perspective, or be it from a trauma counselling perspective. Everybody. Because we all go through life and accumulate stuff that just isn't helpful to us, thought patterns and beliefs that aren't helpful to us, and we carry that because we don't know any better. So sometimes it's really helpful to talk to somebody who can reframe these misconceptions you may have, the emotional baggage you've got, the thought processes you have, that when something happens, that means this is going to happen. So I'd encourage everybody, if at all possible, to engage with some form of talking therapy, an advisor, a counsellor. Yes, there's a cost to that, but often you can access these things for free. And I can't tell you the number of people, including myself, who've been through that process and are still going through that process, because it is an ongoing thing. It's not a break glass in case of emergency, put Band-Aid on and everything's fixed. It's an ongoing process. But actually, the relief, the clarity, the confidence you gain from that process far outweighs the initial uncomfortable feeling of going through it. So I wish everybody happy Mental Health Day. And if there's anything we at UVA can do to support you and you feel the need to reach out, please do.